What's up guys, welcome back to Daniel Talks Football right here on YouTube. I'm Daniel and we are back with another video. In this video we're going to be having a look at the Premier League Team of the Season. Well, who I think should be in the Premier League Team of the Season. I've got a full 11 players in front of me, a 4-3-3 system. We'll see who I think should make it into the Team of the Season. Before we do get into the video, please make sure to like the video, comment down below and also subscribe to the channel. Go over and follow the Instagram and the TikTok Daniel Talks Football on both. Right, let's get straight into it with the goalkeeper. And in goal, I picked Ederson. 13 clean sheets for the Brazilian this season, and having saved 6.2 goals from his post-shot XG, this has been a really good season from Ederson. You can compare this with Ramsdale, who a lot of people are saying should be in the Team of the Season, because he's been very good for Arsenal, of course. He's conceded just under 1 goal less than he has expected. So Alisson's basically saved his side 5.2 goals more than what Ramsdale has done. As a keeper, your job is to save goals. That is why Ederson has to make it into this team for me. It shows Alisson's really deserved this spot and how Liverpool would be very mid-table if it wasn't for the Brazilian. Moving on into left-back now. And in left-back, we do have the first Arsenal player of this team. It is Alexander Zinchenko. 19 chances created from left-back for Arsenal this season with a 62% successful dribble rate. Zinny has possibly been a little bit suspect in defence at times, but going forward, he's been such a good threat for this Arsenal side and he just has to make it into my team this season. Full-backs have actually turned into quite a weak position at the moment. Because you look at all the top, say, right-backs over the years, Walker's now aging, Cancelo's gone, Trent suspect defensively, James isn't fit. And on the left-hand side, it's always been quite a weak area anyway. You know, City don't have a top left-back. You know, it's Ake playing out there at the moment for them. So I do feel like Zinchenko has been the best left-back in the league. Newcastle kind of playing Dan Burn out there mainly. I'm not going to be putting Dan Burn into my team this season, even though he has been very good. I think Zinchenko deserves it. So yeah, I'll give it to Alexander Zinchenko. Moving on into centre-back now. The first centre-back we have is Saliba. Now, I definitely need to have part of that Gabriel-Saliba partnership in there. That centre-back partnership has been excellent for Arsenal all season. Saliba's been excellent. And when he's been injured, you can really tell the drop-off in this Arsenal side. So yeah, fully deserved. He's a top centre-half and he fully deserves it into my team of the season. Next up, we have Sven Botman. Again, I needed part of that Newcastle centre-back pairing in here. You've got him and Shah playing next to each other and they're both really good players. I wanted to have one of them to come in and pair up Saliba in this defence. That does mean there's no Man City representation in the full defence, actually. I was tempted to put John Stones in. If I were going to put a centre-back in, that would be who it was if we're going to put a City centre-back in. But I felt like Saliba and Botman deserved it a little bit more, so I've gone with Botman. I think he's been excellent for Newcastle this season and fully deserving of his place. Next up, we do actually have another Newcastle player, and it's Kieran Trippier. 6 assists for Trippier in the Premier League this season, and for me, he's the best right-back in the league. And there's not much more that needs to be said. If you look at all the right-backs now they've been performing this season, Trippier is simply the best and has been the best throughout the campaign. He obviously went to Atleti, managed to line under Simeone and then got that move back to the Premier League and has done wonders with Newcastle. So fully I of that right back spot. I think he's the best right back in the league at the moment. Next up, in at CDM, we have Rodri. Rodri has been excellent all season. He's got the highest percentage win rate of tackles at 62%. Since he joined Man City in 2019. The first season was 60-odd%, I think. Then it was 50-something, went back up to 60, and this season he's at 62. So that shows how much he's improving as a player. He is the best version of Rodri we've seen this season since at Man City, and fully deserving of his place in this team. At centre mid, we have Kevin De Bruyne. Who else? It's the first season where KDB possibly hasn't been the main man at City, with Haaland coming into that side. But he's still been absolutely excellent. A massive 23 goal involvements for the Belgian this season, and he's been a massive part to Haaland's success. A lot of those assists coming for Erling, of course, and yeah, just an excellent season from KDB. Next up in at attacking midfielder, and we have Martin Odegaard. Odegaard has got 15 goals and 7 assists for Arsenal this season. He's been the key to Arsenal's midfield successes this year. He's been doing really, really well. He's another player in this Arsenal squad to have actually I haven't spoken about Saka yet, so that doesn't make sense. He is a player in the Arsenal squad to have overperformed what is expected of him, with a 9.84 XG compared to those 15 goals scored. Overperforming your numbers by that much would usually hint that you're going to drop down, which could be expected for him to drop down to what his numbers are suggesting. However, it does show that you're performing above and beyond what you should be for a season, and that's just excellent for Bukayo Saka. So yeah, absolutely deserves his spot in this team. Next up, we have Marcus Rashford. Now, again, I think on this left-hand side, Rashford is fully deserving of a spot. 16 goals and 5 assists for the Englishman in the Premier League this season. He deserves a spot at left wing here. I do think he's been the best left winger in the league. I could have given this to Martinelli, and that was the other one I was thinking of. Do I give it to Martinelli? However, with me having Odegaard and then another Arsenal player, who I've already told you it's Saka, I felt like I wanted to give this to somebody else. So I have gone for Rashford. I think without Rashford in that United side, they're a lot poorer than they are. They haven't had that proper striker there that they need. And Rashford's been able to score the goals for them. So yeah, fully deserved. In at that striking position for the team this season, and it's Erling Haaland. Who else could it be? 35 goals and 7 assists in 32 games. Is there much more that needed to be said? No, of course he deserves it. What a player, what a season. He's going to keep going, I'm sure. And then in at right wing, the final player in this side, it's Bukayo Saka. 13 goals and 11 assists in the Premier League this season for Bukayo. What a season. He's overperformed his XG by 2 goals and overperforming his XA by over 5. He's been a massive part to Arsenal's season and fully deserves this spot in the side. So there we go. There is my team this season. What is your team this season? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you all again in the next video. See ya.